would a African American girl ever admit to being wrong? Honestly, from my experience, I dated African American girls basically my entire life. I live in Miami, so I did a lot of African Americans and a lot of Hispanic girls and some white girls. But one trait that they do not share, that African Americans share very different than the Hispanic and the white girls, is the African American girls would never admit to being wrong. And this is why I say this. Okay, I had an ex. I'm not gonna mention her name or anything because we still talk. We're still cool. And okay, one day, we're at school, and one of my friends came up to me and said, "Well, hey, we called your phone. How come you didn't answer, or how come you didn't text back?" And I went in my book bag, and my phone wasn't there. And I'm terrified now 'cause I'm like, oh my god, I'm just in the 10th grade, so I'm looking for my phone. I can't find it. And I remember in the morning, I let my girlfriend hold my bag. So I asked her, and I said, "Hey, did you see my phone, or did you leave my bag anywhere?" She said, "No." I said, "Okay." The same day after school, one of my other homegirls, actually mutual friends, came up to me and told me that, hey, your girl has your phone. Like, I can't believe you guys actually switch phones like that. And I played along so she wouldn't realize that I didn't know. And I was like, yeah, we do that sometimes. So I confronted her again. I said, hey, do you have my phone? Or did you see it? She was like, no, I didn't see your phone. I don't have it. I don't know what happened to it. We'll gotta find it. And would you believe that, I played it off. So we went to my house and we started searching, and I pretended as if I didn't know she had my phone. And we were searching all night for this phone, which I knew she had the phone. So when she fell asleep, I went in her bag and there goes my phone. So I take the phone out of her bag, and when she wakes up, I look at her and I said, hey, I found my phone. She's like, oh, really? Where'd you find it? How'd you find it? And you could see the look on her face that she's terrified and wondering how I found the phone. I'm like, I found it in your bag. And I knew it was in your bag the entire day. Why'd you lie? She looked at me and she said, well, it's not my fault. I didn't know I had it in my bag. At this point, I'm lost because I'm like, whoa, I thought you would at least admit to it. Keep in mind, I'm in the 10th grade. So I'm like, okay, I thought you would at least admit to it. I caught her bold face. I caught her with my phone. I thought she would admit to it. She didn't. And she kept telling me that she didn't knew was in her bag or anything. So I actually ended up breaking up with that girl the same night because I figured out any girl that will do that, has to be something wrong with them mentally, internally. It has to be like something, a screw's missing or something. So I just left her. I stopped talking to her. Fast forward to now. Um, I dated a lot of Hispanic girls, and most of them are really honest. They're really upfront, and they'll really tell you how they feel. They like express their emotions. But there was African American girl I messed with, and every time I would tell her, "Hey," I would catch her in lies. I would catch her with little, and it's not even big things. It'll be small things in her, and I actually I said, "Hey, um, did you?" Let me give an example. I'm trying to think of an example. Um, I would ask her things like, "Did you lock my car door?" Because she'll borrow my car, and I ask her, "Did you lock my car door?" And she'll say yes. And the next morning, when I would go to the car and see if the car door was unlocked, or see the car door was locked, my car door is wide open. Keep in mind, I don't drive a regular car. I drive a very nice car for my age. You know, thank God I'm blessed. You know, thank God. But leaves the car door open. Instead of just telling me, I forgot to lock the car, she tells me that, I locked the car. And the next morning, I'm sitting there thinking, like, if worse would have came to worse and somebody would have tried to steal my car, it would have been a bigger situation. And I really wondered, would she really admitted to it that she didn't lock my car? And I came to the conclusion, after thinking for hours all day while she was at work, that she wouldn't have admitted that she left my car unlocked. So even if my car would have got stolen, she would have most likely tried to play it off, just like the girl in 10th grade, and try to play it off as if, she didn't know what happened. And that's just the bold-faced truth. Most black girls, if you catch them in a lie, they won't admit the truth. It doesn't matter if they're cheating. It doesn't matter if you have pictures. It doesn't matter if you have a videotape of them saying they cheated and a videotape of them doing it. They're definitely big fans of Shaggy because that's all they're going to say is it wasn't me. And they're going to keep repeating it. It doesn't matter what evidence you have or what proof you have. They're going to say it wasn't them. And the worst part about that, and I'm going to mention this in this video too, they'll actually try to flip the script on you and make it seem like you did something wrong. Like if somebody texts their phone and you just so happen, the phone just happens to be next to both of you guys and you see it, they're going to turn the script and say, hey, you shouldn't have been looking at my phone in the first place. Then we wouldn't be in this problem. And most dudes, even me back in the day, but not anymore. When I was younger, I would say, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize, I didn't mean to do that. And when you're saying this, then they're gonna try to switch the script, flip the script, and then they're gonna try to kiss them and say, oh, it's okay, just don't do it next time. And then when you get home, you're gonna be like, yeah, everything's good, we're not fighting today. And then you come to the realization, you did nothing wrong. She did everything wrong. And she just flipped the script on you. And now you're sitting there looking like an asshole because you're like, yo, what the hell? I didn't do anything. And now she flipped the script and now she's going to bed. She got away with it. And now I feel like I won, even though you really didn't. And the best way to overcome that, well, my personal way I overcame that, honestly, I just stopped caring. I just stopped caring and I did what I wanted to do. And I never allowed a female to ever manipulate what I did or ever have a word in what I wanted to do. If I see a nice looking girl and she was around me, I would still look. If I was driving and she was in the car next to me and I seen a girl walking past, I would look. And if I honestly felt like I wanted the girl and she was there, I would go talk to the girl. Because you wasting your time in trying to stay in a relationship with most African American girls that won't admit when they're wrong, it's a waste of time. Because no matter what you do or how calm you talk to them, maybe you say, oh, I might talk to them sweet today, maybe it might work. It won't work. Well, it didn't work for me. And O'Shea Duke Jackson, people like Tommy Sotomayor, they mention this all the time. And I'm young, and I'm telling you this. I see a lot of YouTubers, and they're older gentlemen and older women, and there's not a lot of young ones that speak on this. Well, I'm young. I've been through it all. I've been shot, stabbed, and I still ended up doing what I had to do in life. You know, and this is coming from me. You know, I grew up in the hood. I'm not even from America. You know, so I grew up in the hood. You know, I came here when I was younger as an immigrant, and you know, I've been through it all. And I can honestly tell you that through my experiences with all, well, Hispanic, Caucasian, and black females, that for the most part, Hispanics and Caucasians, they're pretty upfront with what they do. You know, if they don't like you anymore, they're going to tell you. And if they want you to, even they're in sex, if they want you to do something, they'll tell you. Uh, African American female, she won't tell you, oh, I need this during sex. She'll rather go jumping around until she finds the person that's going to do that during sex. That's horrible. Instead of communicating with you and telling you what she needs so that you can do it for her, she'll rather jump around and find somebody that can do it after trying like 10 times. It sucks, but it's the truth. And it's the craziest part. She won't leave you. I know, it sounds weird. But from my experience and from what I've seen with my homeboys, I have a lot of friends. And what I know, she won't leave. She'll actually stay with you and make this dude help her in that part. She'll stay with you for you to take care of her and you to be on her shoulder and for you to go out with her. But as in the sex part, she'll have him to take care of that. And it sucks. You know, personally, I never went through it. Well, I don't know if I went through it, but I have a friend that went through that. You know, and it sucks because he has a kid with her. And it wasn't until after a year after the kid was born, she finally said, you know what, you're not doing it for me. You're not doing this. You're not there emotionally. You're not did this. Listen, I'm not an emotional person, honestly. So me personally, when a girl wants me to be there emotionally, I don't listen to them. I just do what I want to do and what I feel like I have to do in life to get further in life. I won't listen to what this girl has to tell me when it comes to being there emotionally for her because most of these girls don't know what they want. You be there emotionally, she's going to say you're too attached, you're crowding her, you're not giving her enough space, she needs time for herself. She's going to tell you everything in the book. Your best bet is to just do you, and hopefully she'll realize that, listen, you don't care that much. So if she doesn't straighten herself up, you're going to care less and less. And hey, for me personally, I'll just leave. I'll just leave. Or, you know what? I'll tell her, listen, I'll do what they do. You know, we'll just be friends and we'll talk because right now I'm focused in school. I'm focused at work. I have a lot of things to take care of. So I really can't be there emotionally for you. We can be friends. And, you know, the best part in that is because now you can go talk to any girl you want and she'll still be there. So if you need something from her, guess what? Call her and 9 times out of 10, she'll give it to you and she'll call you back. They'll call you back. This is from personal experience. She will call you back and she'll speak to you and she'll tell you how much she wants you back and how much she needs you back. Because now she has a feeling that you're doing what she's doing and they can't stand to see that. Now she has a feeling that you're doing what she was doing and it's bothering her. So she wants you back so she can keep an eye on you. My best bet is don't take her back. You know, keep telling her, oh, you'll call her later and talk about it. Every time she brings it up, it's what I did, and it worked for like a good 3-4 months. Every time she'll bring it up, be like, hey, I'll call you later. We'll talk about this later. And don't call her later. Just blow her off. The more you blow her off, the more she's going to want you. I know it's going to be hard. If you really care about the girl, it's going to be hard. I know that. But if you blow her off for, let's say, a good 2-3 months, she'll want you more. And whatever she's doing, most likely she'll quit. Because she think the reason you never wanted to come back was because she was doing that. You know, but speaking doesn't work with them. It just doesn't. And anybody that says it does, they're definitely not an African American male. Because I have some friends and they're not African American and they don't go through these problems. I tell them all the time, you don't go through these problems because they don't respect you. They respect your skin. It goes, I can get into that, but that goes way back into, slavery days and back in the day, with the house slaves, whatever, white supremacists. And, I can't go into that today. I'll go into that in another video, but thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe. I'm new to YouTube. I'm definitely going to get a better camera because this camera is definitely not that good. I'm definitely going to get a better camera. And please subscribe and tell your friends. Thank you.